For the Browns, February had always represented something different. A moment to think, to connect, to express love, quietly, modestly, as polygamy required. However, in 2010, a shift occurred. Something that wouldn't be completely exposed for years. And the past has now recouped itself in the present. Mary Brown gazed out her home window in Flagstaff, her breath obscuring the icy panes. An old crimson diary that she hadn't touched in 10 years was resting in her lap. Pages were full with unfinished entries. Corners were bent, and it was worn. She turned to February 14, 2010, and saw what she had written when she was younger. According to Kody, he will be visiting his cousin. He took his blue shirt, which he only wears when he wants to make an impression, which is odd. He didn't call, despite his commitment. I have faith in him. I must. Mary had watery eyes. He lied to me on Valentine's Day, she said to no one. The first true betrayal was that. Robyn and Kody Brown first met at a church function in 2009. Later, he described her laugh as like bells on a mountain breeze. It had an electric charge. It happened instantly. Hi, welcome back to my channel TLC Flicks. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It was also inconvenient. Mary, Janelle, and Christine were the three ladies he was already married to. However, Kody's charms had never been subdued. What about Robyn? She didn't flee. She grinned. Kody and Robyn had been in what could only be described as a love entanglement for a number of months by the time Valentine's Day 2010 rolled around. However, it was concealed behind the pretense of getting to know her family. Kody told Robyn she was his destiny while they were at a cabin outside of Sedona, surrounded by a dish of chocolate-covered strawberries and flickering candles. Then let's make it real, said Robyn, a mother of 3 and recent divorcee, leaning in and whispering. They also shared a kiss. The basis of the Brown family was shattered by that kiss. Back home, Janelle was in charge of group food planning, homeschooling, and money management. Before she discovered the jeweler's store receipt, she had no time to wonder where Kody was. Unlock My Forever was etched on a gold chain. The date was February 13, 2010. The one who got it? Sullivan, the maiden name of Robyn. She felt her chest drop. She didn't speak to him yet. However, the doubt was sown. In a confessional years later, Janelle would acknowledge, "We assumed he was preoccupied with church-related tasks, but while we were at home looking after his children, he was winning and dining with her." Christine had always been sensitive and perceptive, and she was the one who most desired romantic love from Kody. He gave her 6 children. She thought that love existed, but she was also a fair-minded person. A neighbor reported seeing Kody at a cabin near Sedona with a pretty brunette on a snowy night in 2010. Christine's heart was racing as she gave a courteous grin. She waited for him to get home that evening. He didn't. With Truly in her arms, she sat on the couch and gazed at the door. And he smelt like Robyn's perfume and cedarwood when he eventually strolled in the following morning. "I just needed time to think," he said to her. She didn't inquire about his thoughts. She was aware already. Valentine's Day Reexamined, a special reunion show, was organized by TLC 15 years later. Producers gave each of the women, Robyn, Christine, Janelle, and Mary, an envelope. There was a picture inside that they had never seen before. Robyn and Kody are standing in front of the Sedona cabin, arm in arm. Robyn wearing a jumper in red. Kody promised to hold her hand. At their rear was a bottle of champagne. The timestamp is 8:47 p.m. on February 14, 2010. The picture was dumped by Christine. Her lips quivered. "That Valentine's Day, I was expecting a child. He informed me that in order to uphold our principles, we would be going on a family fast. No romance this year," he added. I did believe him. Janelle chuckled, icily, resentfully. "That weekend, I was concerned about the grocery budget. He was purchasing champagne." Mary, speaking in a scarcely audible whisper, "Robyn was introduced to him by me. I asked her to come in. Additionally, he gave her a Valentine's Day present that I never received." Robyn attempted to clarify in her confessional. "He informed me that the others weren't doing well. The affection was waning," he remarked. "Although I didn't ask him to lie, I also didn't stop him." She dabbed her cheeks dry. I felt selected for the first time that weekend. Unique. Cherished. The audience, however, wasn't understanding. Twitter took off. Supporters dubbed it the Valentine's Day coup, Champagne Gate, and the Betrayal Picnic. Even worse, an email that Robyn sent to Kody on February 15, 2010, was leaked by one of her own relatives. I understand you better than they do. You have to decide quickly. I cannot be the other lady indefinitely. Social media was used by adult children such as Michael T, Gwendolyn, and Leon. On her narrative, Michael T wrote, "Mom would always cry on Valentine's Day. I see now why." Gwendolyn tweeted, "Perhaps don't celebrate Valentine's Day like you do on The Bachelor if you're going to be polygamous." Ever direct, Leon. He informed me that fairness was at the heart of polyamory. That image suggests differently. In a dark confessional, Kody sat by himself. He appeared older, weary, furious. He bent over. I had no intention of hurting anyone. However, Robyn gave me a sense of being seen. A pause. Have you ever had the feeling that your life has just begun? That Valentine's Day was that one. What about the wives? The producer asked. Kody gave a terrifying response. I had them in the past. My future lay with Robyn. TLC captured the former family seated at a big dining table with candles on February 14, 2025. Napkins in red. Biscuits in the shape of hearts. And quiet. First to come, cool and composed, was Christine. Mary trailed behind, her face inscrutable. Janelle dressed in black. Robyn sat next Kody, her lips pressed hard and her fingers pulled back. It was 10 minutes before anyone talked. Mary then got to her feet. There was a time when this occasion had significance. Until you cheated with it. Janelle went on to say, when we were maids, you brought her in like a queen. Christine's tone was icy. A holiday was stolen by you. A marriage was stolen by you. Robyn muttered, I didn't intend to. However, nobody took her seriously. The stress from the catastrophic Valentine's Day dinner was still present a week later. The family was actually so silent that it was deafening. There was no screenplay for what TLC recorded next. It wasn't prearranged. It was authentic. Kody, Robyn, and the adult children were to reflect on their shared history at a planned family roundtable. However, what transpired was a showdown that none anticipated, and that would permanently alter the Brown legacy. The scene was simple. A big oak table in a Flagstaff event venue that was neutral. The walls were lined with cameras. The producers appeared anxious. Robyn and Kody were the first to arrive. She held on to him, clearly uncomfortable. Cody's jaw was clenched and he looked defiant. The kids followed. Hunter, Michael T, Paydon, Leon, Gwendolyn, Gabriel, and Logan. They came in one by one, each bearing their own hurt, perplexity, and resentment. Janelle and Christine were there, but they said nothing. They had consented to let their kids do the talking. But Mary had something in her handbag, and she had no intention of keeping quiet. Gwendolyn tossed a manila folder onto the table, breaking the tension almost instantly. In Mom's storage container, I discovered this. A hard copy of your emails during courtship, Dad. I read them all. You told everyone lies. Kody gazed. You were not meant to. You emotionally abandoned us when I was a child. Do you have any idea how it feels to see your mother cry on Valentine's Day because her spouse is seeing someone else, and we were not even permitted to express our feelings? Robyn's tone faltered. Time was different back then. On the other side of her, Hunter shook his head. No, it was dishonest. You concealed what was essentially an affair in plain sight by using our family values as a pretext. With his palms flat on the table, Leon stood. Do you recall teaching me that love required sacrifice and dedication, Dad? Was that union holy? Kody gave a slow nod. Leon then tossed a picture that TLC had discovered of the Sedona Valentine onto the table. What did you think sacred looked like? You were sipping champagne with your future wife, while Mom was crying and holding on to her belief in you. Robyn's voice wavered as she turned to Leon. You have no idea how alone we both felt. Leon interrupted her. Don't risk being the victim yourself. You smirked as you put yourself into a marriage. When Mary stood, serene but clearly steeled, everyone's attention turned. Slowly opening her handbag, She took out a hefty bound document, a notary's journal that she had previously believed to be lost. No one had ever seen it before. The title of the document was The Courtship Chronicles, 2009 to 2010. These are the initial entries I made. Written by hand. Confirmed. Dated. The page she turned to read February 10, 2010. Kody informed me that he needs my help to maintain his relationship with Robyn, that it would strengthen our family. He claimed that I would assist him in falling in love with someone else if I truly loved him. Once more, on February 14, 2010, she flipped. He never returned home. I gave him 7 calls. No response. He then admitted to me that he had prayed in solitude. I now know, however, that he was in Sedona. She fixed her gaze on Robyn and Kody. My love was a weapon utilized by both of you, and I'll never be able to forgive that. Once defending Robyn as a second mother, Mykelti now shook her head in shock. I wanted to think you cared about us all. However, you choose her. Not only did you pick her, but you also wiped us out to make way for her. Kody's voice cracked as he leaned forward. Do you believe that I didn't love you? Trying to love everyone broke me. Gabriel, who had been quiet up until now, gritted his teeth and spoke. We were broken by you. You weren't even kind enough to attend Garrison's funeral. You arrived with justifications. Robyn finally broke under the pressure. She abruptly got to her feet, her voice rising. I was thrust into an already dysfunctional situation. You despised him, he told me. He informed me that the marriages were finalized. Instead of stealing, I took love where I could find it. However, the kids didn't believe it. With his arms folded, Paydon said the final words of the evening. No. It wasn't stolen by you. You plotted to do it. After a few crew members were moved to tears, the producers stopped shooting. Kody followed Robyn out of the room, speechless and in shock, as she sobbed uncontrollably. Once, he glanced back at the kids he had emotionally abandoned more than 10 years earlier. No one turned around. Christine, Janelle, and Mary stood in a silent huddle. They appeared united for the first time in a long time. What about the kids? They remained. Together. Powerful. Speaking for the quiet they had to put up with in the past. And there's more. Kody was previously accused of being phony and dishonest in a cameo video that fans saw. The former polygamous patriarch was seen in the video trying to dance while wishing a fan a happy birthday. Fans were feeling embarrassed by Kody's clumsy dance during the cameo. Frequently, Kody's attempts at humor don't appear sincere. Because of his past treatment of his ex-wives, it's probable that Sister Wives viewers are sick of him and are unable to enjoy his humor. Kody tries to be hilarious and approachable, but a lot of viewers don't find him interesting. Rather, they would like to see him sincerely apologize to his former spouses. Kody looked more proud than funny in his tell-all video, which made many fans uncomfortable. Mary, Janelle, and Christine might have been harmed by his disclosure that he had an affair with Robyn before to their marriage. Kody seems to be trying to be humorous to make himself more relatable. He has harmed his public image during the last 10 years, though, and hasn't been able to restore it. Kody must first be genuine in front of the cameras if he truly wants to be more likable. He ought to stop being egotistical and start treating his ex-wives with dignity. Kody still has time to mend his reputation, but if he wants to win back the favor of Sister Wives viewers, he will need to make some big changes. Recently, Janelle celebrated her birthday by going on a road trip with her girlfriends, and she shared pictures from the trip on Instagram. According to Janelle's caption, when you have friends who show up to a birthday trip last month, ready to bring the laughs. Tonight, I'm grateful for friends old and new. In the pictures, Janelle and her pals are seen having a blast while sporting t-shirts and branded matching hats. The Sister Wives Season 19 star is currently creating her own social network, but in the past, Janelle would have spent her birthday with the large Brown family. He acknowledged that he wasn't very interested in having additional kids with Mary during Season 4 of Sister Wives. Despite the challenges they had already encountered, Mary still hoped to grow their family, but his lack of enthusiasm caused emotional isolation. Kody revealed later in the series that he was finally glad they didn't try to have more kids. He said that it wouldn't have been fair to bring a child into their already unstable marriage, which had been going on for years. Mary acknowledged that it took 5 years to conceive Leon and that their relationship had soured. After more than 30 years of spiritual and legal partnership, their argument over expanding their family revealed deeper rifts in their relationship and was one of the numerous factors that led to their emotional estrangement and final split. Because he felt a unique connection with Robyn and hoped all of his wives would feel the same way, Kody wanted Meri to be more like Robyn. He expressed his desire to raise every wife up to the same degree of divine love as he felt with Robyn in an open interview. Meri, on the other hand, insisted on being unique since she felt that this expectation was unjust. Janelle and Christine shared her opinion that Kody should respect each wife for who she is and not expect them to be a mirror image of Robyn's personality and connection with him. They believed it to be unjust. According to Janelle, Kody never expressed to them his desire for their relationships to resemble his with Robyn. She believes that things may have gone differently if he had. Christine concurred and referred to Kody's account as revisionist history, claiming that he never made an effort to develop the same strong relationship with them as he did with Robyn. Kody Brown stated in the first segment of the Sister Wives Tell All that he and Meri Brown remain friends in spite of their difficult past. He revealed that despite everything they've been through together, they still care for one another. According to Kody, they currently have a respectful relationship that prioritizes candid communication for the benefit of the family. He wanted fans to understand that despite their breakup, they still have a bond and are making an effort to maintain a positive relationship. Kody didn't hold back while pointing out their issues, despite claiming that he and Meri are still friends on Sister Wives. Kody claimed at the Tell All that Meri frequently refused to adapt or compromise, which he believed made their problems worse. Some admirers questioned the sincerity of the friendship after reading his negative remarks. Even though Kody talked about care and respect, his annoyances revealed that friction still exists. His conflicting messages made it apparent to viewers that their relationship is still complex. I've been curious about the one-on-one episodes tone throughout Sister Wives Season 19, and after seeing them, I believe the format should be altered if the show is to air again. I've been anticipating the season's one-on-one episodes for a while, even though Sister Wives Season 19 has felt like an unparalleled effort for the Brown family, who had experienced one of the most trying tragedies in the past 2 years. Hearing their updates felt important after witnessing so much of the family's transformation in recent months. Sister Wives Season 19 has been an emotional roller coaster, with Kody Brown and Robyn Brown figuring out their relationship while his ex-wives Christine Brown, Janelle Brown, and Meri Brown navigated new stages of their lives. Everything in the family altered with Christine's wedding and David Woolley and Meri's relocation to Pero and Utah. There was a lot to unpack during one-on-one that I feel didn't make it air. Although Sister Wives Tell-All episodes, traditionally called one-on-one specials, are at the end of the season and allow the family to speak about their experiences, they've had the same difficult format for years. Janelle's changes, which included the tragic passing of her son Garrison Brown and a significant move to North Carolina, may have been the most significant. It appeared that the Brown family could be able to discuss each other in a more open and sincere manner without initially offending one another when all of the adults came forward and sat down with host Sukanya Krishnan. The concept doesn't work for a real, honest conclusion, as the shows have continued season after season. Instead, it allows some people to be brazenly honest while preventing others from speaking up. Because he can talk about what he wants without anyone correcting him completely, Kody, who spends the entire show avoiding Sukanya's queries and refusing to give direct answers, benefits from the format. The approach is too simple for some, such as Christine, Janelle, and Meri, who would gain from discussion and changes in viewpoint. The format of the family sitting down with Sukanya is played out, but another aspect of the one-on-one episodes that I find difficult to support is how compartmentalized and isolated everything is. The Brown family needs to communicate with one another rather than around one another, so the one-on-one specials should be more of a family group effort. Most of the time, Sukanya is there to listen and guide the conversation, even though she does make fun at some of the cast members' candid admissions. While it would be more dramatic, it would also hold the family accountable for their actions. While the Sister Wives one-on-one episodes are meant to delve into the core of the family's issues, it's evident that Sukanya and the rest of the crew behind the scenes aren't permitted to ask the kinds of questions that fans want to hear. This would be beneficial for the family's end-of-season wrap-up episodes. I believe that the presenter frequently either asks Kody questions that he doesn't want to answer, or doesn't ask the difficult questions at all. That's problematic since the tell-all episodes are meant to shed light on difficult or perplexing situations. The one-on-one episodes of Sister Wives might be a fantastic feature of the program with a new direction. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks everyone.